Hello everyone, this is a sneak peek into our signature tour called Krakow Jewish Heritage Through Personalities, Art and Food. After all, what can be more informative and engaging than exploring a destination not through the list of historical facts, but through real stories of people connected with this place, through art and through food. So let's not waste our time and get started. And we are starting this tour here in Kazimierz from Meisels Street. And it's not a random name. Rabbi Meisels, here is his photograph, was the chief rabbi of Krakow from 1932. Later in his life, he became the chief rabbi of Warsaw. He became known as a politician and as a big supporter of the Polish nationalist movement. A learned man, he promoted and supported collaboration between the Poles and the Jews. Looking at the architecture of this building, you can guess that this was a Jewish religious building. To be exact, it was a prayer house. Once you go inside, you're gonna see amazing art, which lasted till our days. Kazimierz is known not only for its interwar religious art. Its old buildings are decorated with beautiful murals which convey Jewish history of Krakow and this fascinating neighborhood. Not to miss is the art gallery with the works of the prominent 19th century Polish Jewish painters, among other precious art. Street Ester and Warszauer. What do the names mean? Warszauer was a Krakow Jew, a member of the city council, a doctor who was instrumental in building the 19th century water supply system in the city. Ester lived in the 14th century, and she was a beautiful daughter of a Jewish tailor. She became a greatest lover of the most prominent king of Poland, the King Kazimierz. There are many more names we'll talk about during this tour. Jan Karski, a messenger between the Polish resistance and Allied governments during the Second World War. Helena Rubinstein, the founder of the famous cosmetics brand. Rabbi Meisels, the most prominent Polish rabbi in the Middle Ages, and the Remu synagogue. We explore Jewish Krakow through its food, uncovering interconnections of the traditional Polish and Polish Jewish cuisine. And so we walk from the old town to Kazimierz, from Kazimierz to Podgorze, talking about local personalities, discovering art, and tasting absolutely delicious Polish and Polish Jewish food. And we are now in Podgorze, in another historic neighborhood of Krakow. It has its own very distinctive heritage, although today it's more known for being a Krakow Ghetto during the Second World War. Tadeusz Pankiewicz ran the only ghetto's pharmacy during the war. Felix Dzuba, a Pole, managed the glassware factory, and it was located across the road from the pharmacy. These were just two businesses located within the borders of the ghetto. Not far from here was the Schindler's factory and a big industrial zone where the Jews were employed as the forced laborers. Roman Polanski and his family, the musicians Rosner brothers and the Horowitz family, were just a few of those 15,000 Krakow Jews who were forced by the Nazis to move to the Krakow Ghetto in March 1941. And there's an amazing story connected with each ghetto's resident. As we walk through the streets of the Krakow Ghetto, which lasted till our days almost intact, we discover the history of Krakow during the World War II and its Jewish history through the real stories of the residents, of the people who lived here during the war and before the Second World War, for the most immersive experience of the Jewish Krakow through personalities, art, and food.